Hey everyone, welcome back to my craft room. If you're new here, thanks for stopping by. Today I'm going to show you the second half of the video I recorded earlier this week of the vintage ephemera pockets. I split it in half, as you'll recall, because it ran way too long. So today I'll show you the part where I made a pocket out of a junk mail envelope for a journal. And t-shirt is a sneak peek at part of the Temu haul that I did that I've been promising. Again, I'm not too crazy with the decal. It's really pretty thin and plasticky feeling. So I washed it, but I didn't put it in the dryer. And then I also made a stupid mistake and washed it with another t-shirt that I bought that was burgundy. So it has a tinge of pink, but hey, it's fine. So I'll be back either later tonight or tomorrow, definitely, with the Temu haul. And other than that, if you enjoy the content, please consider subscribing, like, share, and press the notification button. So sit tight and I'll be right back with the rest of that video. This is the other pocket that I'm going to make, and this was just a junk mail envelope, which I collaged. I folded it in half, basically, collaged it. And this was, again, it was a 7 1/4 by 5 1/4 envelope. And then the cards that are inside are 3 1/8 wide by 4 3/4 high. I'll put those numbers in the description box below. And then on the inside, I kept it really simple. And I cut notches in so that you could access the cards. And again, I added the pieces of ribbon as a tab so you could pull them out easily. And I kept the cards very simple and just left them blank for journaling, and the inside as well. The only thing I did on the inside was add these strips of washi. And then on these cards, I bought this paper at Joann's, and it was really thin. So I did, I backed up 2 pieces and glued them together to give it a little bit of thickness, because otherwise they were kind of hard to get in and out without like bending them. So that's just something that I did. And we'll be making one of these. Okay, so let's get started with the actual making. So this is a basic junk mail envelope. It has a window, and there are certain things you can do with envelopes with windows, but for this particular project, I'm going to collage over the window. And I just took the junk mail that I received, and I sliced it open. Let me see if I can get this mail opener. Ooh. Oh, no. Anyway, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut a little sliver off the top to open it up. Okay, so now you can see the envelope is open, and then we're just going to start collaging over it. And just, this one is a little bit smaller than the one that I did. This one is 6 1/2 by 4 3/4. So, I have some scrap paper over here. And so I'm basically just going to start, I'm basically just going to start collaging onto this piece of paper. No rhyme or reason. I like to start in the center, and I'm not even going to ink this piece because it's going to be in the center. And hold on a second. Oh, I lost the needle for my glue. Oh, here it goes. Oh, okay. So for collaging, the journal making crafters, use glue sticks. So I got this tiny little glue stick, and let me just get a piece of maybe some sort of, I'll just use my block. I'm just gonna go ahead and use this glue stick. I really enjoy using my art glitter glue because I'm so used to it, but for the sake of this demonstration, I'm gonna use the glue stick. Okay, and so then you can just put this any rhyme or reason any way you want to. I'm just gonna rip up a piece and go ahead and distress this because you don't know what's gonna show and what's not gonna show. And since this has a flat edge, I'm going to go ahead and, oops, be good to put glue on it. I'm going to go ahead and put it right here down at the edge. And then I'm going to kind of fold it as I go so that the glue won't dry hard, and then it's going to be harder to fold it. So you just fold the envelope in half, and then I try to do this spine piece first so that so then I can fold it and then get going on one side and then the other. Oops, I forgot to distress this, so let me just give it a quick little distress. Let me cut that piece off. I could use that on a flat edge. This paper's so thin, it's kind of hard to distress. Get some tightness on it. I'm not going to distress the bottom half because that's going to be flat. But again, I want to fold it. And then I'm just going to concentrate on this, collaging one side, and then I'll collage the other. I'll use a small piece of this packaging paper. So yeah, that was interesting. The power just went out. No rhyme or reason. But it came back, like I said, within about 10 minutes, so that was not too bad. My husband was starting to get the generator set up. So I wish we had like an automatic generator, but we don't. So we went outside and we heard all of our neighbors' generators going. We're like, damn. One day we'll have an automatic generator. And let me see if I'm gonna put a little bit on this side too, just to add some interest. Fold it over. I'm gonna go ahead and, oops, do not distress with glue. I'm not going to worry too much about, like I said, distressing the straight edges, because once the piece is complete, I'll go around the whole thing and distress all the outer edges. So this is a corner, so I'll just put that right here. Depending on how much time you want to spend collaging, you could make the papers as big or as small as you want, you know. Let me get some I'll put this little piece of map. Let me distress this. This is a corner. I'm gonna flip it around and just add this piece to the other side on a corner. And then I forgot to distress this too. Yikes. I could put it this way, but the writing will be sideways. But again, this is collaging, so you can do whatever you want. You know what? And it doesn't matter that I just covered up that piece of map, because I can get another piece of map and color collage that, or this piece of blue paper that'll tie in with that. And let me go ahead and distress this. Let me rip off this straight edge. Rip it up any which way. Doesn't matter. Put a little bit of glue on this. What I like about using this acrylic block instead of the pages, like some of the crafters I've seen do, the acrylic block seems to dry right away. And I don't have to keep ripping off glue pages. So first half done. I think I'm gonna cover that with a little bit more matte paper if I have. Yeah, I have a little bit bigger piece of matte paper. But let me give it a straight edge. And then this other straight edge, I'm just gonna cut off. Give the page a little bit more interest. So let's distress this. Give this, you see this is already dry. And then it's easy to wash off. This is what I used with the other pieces that I made. So then I'll just put this right here. Yeah. So that's that. First side is collaged. Then I'll just flip it over and continue this side. And again, we'll put some of this nice, we'll put this up here in this corner, since it already has the, let me distress it. It already has a corner. So that way I avoid having to trim off edges that are overhanging, you know. And I think it works really well if you do it that way. But the block is already dry and nothing is sticking to it. So I'll put that in that corner. Sorry if I'm sticking my head in. I don't even know if I am or not. I'll use this little scrap of matte paper, if I can, up there. And just try to tear off this straight edge. Distress it. And again, this has a little straight edge on the top. Let me see if I could just cover this little area right here. Yep, that worked. Let me add this corner over here. And again, I really don't care if the text is sideways. Ooh, distress. You could tell this is still new to me because I keep forgetting to distress. I'll get there. I will get there. Okay, so let me see. Maybe I'll add another piece of the brown. Nah, I broke that. That didn't work out. Here we go, piece of map. Do I want the greenish or the pink? I'll go with the pink. Let me distress this. It's not too bad. It's not taking as long as I thought it would. So we're going to go ahead and put that down there, cover that. And then maybe we'll put a piece of this floral. And distress this. So how was everybody's Father's Day? I hope you all had a good time with your husbands and fathers and sons who are fathers and all of that. We had a nice get together with our son and his family. We had lunch at a diner and all was good, was fun. My grandson especially. My granddaughter's funny, but my grandson is funny. He's just too much. He's a little joker. And this little piece of map here I'm not liking. Like I said, I'm just going to tear it off. And maybe I'm just going to put another piece of this blue paper. It was too small. Wasn't doing anything for me there. And again, I forgot to distress. Just put that up here. And that's it. The envelope is all collaged. The only thing that I have to work on is the inside, but I'm going to do what I did with the other version. So this is going to be my front because the flap is open over here. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure these and I'm just going to cut a plain journal paper like I did for the other one. And this side is 3 1/4 by 4 3/4. So just bear with me 1 second while I grab a piece of journal paper. Let me cut this down on my big cutter. I think I said 3 1/4. I'm just going to cut it off on the side because there's too much clutter going on there on the top of my desk to bring in my cutter. So I'm just going to cut this to 3 1/4 by 4 3/4, and I'm going to cut 2 of them. And I may even wind up trimming them down just a little bit because they may be too exact. So I may just need like to take a little bit off on each one. Let me see. Yeah, I'm just going to trim them down just a hair on each side. There'll be a little bit of border. Let me put in this cutter. So I think 4 3/4. I just took off like a 16th. Yeah, 16th. And then I'm gonna go ahead and glue these on into the inside. So yeah, it's taken me about a couple of hours on 3 different days to get this video done. So now I'm going to go ahead and distress this on the outer edges. I love this collaging effect. I think it comes out so pretty. I'm such a romantic. I find these things so beautiful. Do any of you ever think like you were born out of time? Like I feel like I should have been born in the 50s or the 40s. Let me just stick a little bit of glue here. This is coming up. I love this old looking stuff. So again, this is, where's the top? Here goes the top. Let me ink up this, and I obviously have to put more glue on the inside of this. What did I do with my sponge? Hello. Well, how's that? I can't see my sponge. What did I do with it? I'm blind. Yeah, I much prefer working with the art glitter glue than with the glue stick. Oh, here it goes. It rolled under. Okay, so here goes the top. I'm gonna put something on the front. Let's see. And on the sides, I need something a little longer. Okay, this one is a little bit longer. Not long enough. How about this? Oh, that's perfect. A little bit of black and white. Ooh, I wish I could find... I'm gonna use this one, it's narrower. Okay. So this is some washi stickers. Let me see if I could get this to unstick. Oh, this is pretty. It has some music notes, music paper in the back. I'm just gonna put it on this side. Leave a little border. And I'm just gonna trim off the excess. Look how pretty that is. This paper's just coming up, period. And then I'm gonna do this sticker on the other page. And then these will be like in the journal, this is gonna be the spine. So this is gonna be on one side of the journal, like this, you know, so, or they'll be like this, so it'll be hidden. You won't see the two pieces of washi. You're only gonna see one at a time. So that's cool. So let me try to peel this one up. Okay. I really like these little ephemera pieces. There's just a very small piece of excess here, which I'm going to trim off. And then we just need journal cards. Did I make any extras? No, I did not. So what did I say were the dimensions for this? The 3 3¼ So I'm gonna make a 3-inch card, and this is 4½, so I'll make 4¼ So I'll make 3 by 4¼ Let me cut this over here because I'm gonna need the longer trimmer. 3 by 4¼ I'll be right with you. So for the purposes of this video, I'm just gonna, I'm not gonna back these like I did the other ones. I could have made it a little longer, but that's fine because I'm gonna go ahead and notch these out, and then I'll put I'll turn it this way so I could try to center the notch, and I'll only notch it halfway. So I'll try to center that. That looks decent. And then I'll come on this side, on the inside, and try to center that. So there. They're not as perfectly centered as I would have liked. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and back these together like I did, even though I said I wasn't, because if I'm gonna put the tab on it, I might as well just do the tab on the appropriate card, you know. So I'm gonna just put these back to back to give it a little bit more strength. And that's it. That's one card. I'm gonna distress the edges. Oh. It's a little bit warpy, so I'm just gonna go ahead and take my acrylic block and put it on there while I make the other card, which I said was, what? I think 3 by 4¼ Yeah. Let me just cut my other 2 cards real quick. I'll be right there. Okay, so I've got my other 2 pieces. I'm gonna put glitter glue. And I'm gonna do these back to back. dress this. And I left the inside like plain because it gives you a lot of journaling space. I mean, it is a journal card after all, right? So I think this is nice. You could have a lot of, or you could even use these to back pictures on. So let me put this one under the block to dry. And then I will get this ribbon and cut 2 pieces that are the same length. Scissor. You don't need them too long, like maybe like that. And then make another one. Try to get it about the same size roughly. Get a little bit of Fabri-Tac. Try to center that. Fold it over. I like this ribbon. I got it at the Dollar Tree. I know I'm not supposed to be buying stuff, but I needed I needed a ribbon for this project. So, and then I take my little tiny attacher and I just put one little staple on it. Look how cute. Fits right in here, and it makes it easy to pull the card in and out. Oh, don't stick to my mat card. Okay. A little bit of Fabri-Tac on both sides. Don't want to unravel the ribbon. Yeah, you don't need a big long piece of ribbon. You just want to make a small little tab. So I like this ribbon because it's kind of I don't know, it's got like a firm texture to it, and it's easy to like to fold at the top and it stays. And one little tiny attacher staple, and into the journal pocket it goes. That's it. So that's journal pocket. Oh, we gotta cover the front. So let's see. Let me see if I can find some kind of flower. These are kind of big. You can't really see it. Maybe something colorful like that. No, don't like that one. Here goes butterfly. Here goes another one. I think the colors on that one are nicer. I don't like the shape of that one. I'm only going to use one of these butterflies, but I keep seeing them, so I might as well pull them out. Oh, I like these. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to back them onto a label and put it on the front. Let me get a label. think they'll be more visible on the label. Look at how pretty. And then we can just put that on the front. Let me distress the label. I gotta get this one that I'm using is the Gathered Twigs. I think I'm gonna need to get like the vintage photo, something a little bit darker, because this is kind of coming out like rusty colored. And oh, wanted it more of an angle. Oh well, there you go. And then let's put this. Oh, is this the front? Yeah. And then, hold on. The obligatory number. Here you go. Let me distress it. And this kind of throws me for a loop, because I don't know, like I try to be neat, and this is definitely not a neat process. So kind of threw me for a loop, but I like it over here against the colored background because it stands out more. I put it on a little bit crooked, and maybe I'll just add a butterfly to the back. What do you guys think? Yeah, I think I'll just put a butterfly on the back. Won't do too much to the back. Put it right there. How pretty. So there you have it, folks. Let me kind of clear off this surface, and I'll bring all the projects back in front of you so we can have one final look. And let me throw all of this on back in my bin of scraps. Hold on. Where is the tip to my glue? Sorry. Garbage, garbage. I could use that tiny little scrap. Okay, so let me get all of this stuff out of the way, and I'll bring the projects back in. Okay, here's the pin for my glue. Yep, so here we go. We have two projects made out of junk mail envelopes, two different sizes. This envelope came in this envelope. It was a return envelope for whatever junk mail came in this one, so I used both of the envelopes. Very similar interiors, similar journal cards. A lot of space for journaling here and on the cards, front and back. So that's these two. I love the way they came out. So I hope you enjoyed the second half of the pocket video. I'm going to get to work on the Temu haul, and then in a couple of days I'll be back at you with some more vintage ephemera, and we'll continue on this junk journal journey. I think next on the list will be some clusters or some hidden paper clips. Okay, so hope you enjoyed. See you soon. Bye.